up-and-coming team in this league?
You know what, Kevin? I think it's a mixed bag. I think it's both very exciting and on occasion extremely frustrating because you don't know what you don't know, and the lack of experience sometimes is more prevalent with young teams than more experienced ones. So watching both of these teams develop over time is really going to be fun to see how their journey plays out.
These coaches will need a lot of patience, though, and the veterans on the team, too.
Exactly, both ways. You're right.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are your small and power forwards. Matthews out there at Bledsoe, and it's Lopez in at the center filling out the middle. The Bucks shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
You know, since entering the league at age 18, Antetokounmpo has really grown. The Greek Freak, now one of the league's premier talents, no doubt. You know, guys, that's what he does. He just loves to play that kind of attacking basketball.
Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. And the rejection by James. Bledsoe finds Matthews. Bucks passing it around. Lets it go with a three. And the Bucks miss again. Passes it to James. Now here's Green. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly. Well, it's been a terrific career for Dwight Howard. I mean, you think about it, he's dominated at both ends of the floor, and obviously one of the outstanding rebounders of all time. Who else would put up 30 and 30 in a game at age 32? That's going for the cycle, 30, 30, 30.
And, of course, with Howard Clark, there's been some debate. Will he be voted into the Hall of Fame?
Well, I think he's got a pretty strong case. Long-term success and consistency. Pretty impressive individual numbers. I mean, his numbers compare favorably with Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Elvin Hayes. Rings are important in building your resume, but I think he's got enough to warrant getting there without a championship ring.
And really, even at this stage of his career, James just seems ageless. He continues to dominate night in and night out.
Now here's Davis, following the miss by Eric Bledsoe. Davis with the bucket. Davis has got his first points of the game.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
There's the pass to Lopez. Middleton looking it over. Over James. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got his first 2 points of the night.
Nice to see how easy he takes over games. Makes it look elementary. I mean, that's why they feed him the rock so much.
The drive by James. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo. I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
Now Rondo, following the three-point attempt by Eric Bledsoe. Howard, the pass to James. A second chance effort. And Howard with the nice bucket inside.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And the Bucks back in 2001, advancing to the conference finals in the subsequent 17 seasons, Clark. They've yet to win a playoff series. Is this the year?
Well, when you have a top-5 caliber player in Giannis Antetokounmpo, expectations rise, and you do have a better chance to advance in the playoffs. Earning a top seed, though, I think is important because that gives you home court advantage, which we know is helpful.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Green. Now here's Lopez. It's back to Hill. 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And again, the Bucks miss. And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Kuzma. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Hill against Rondo. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lopez kicks to Korver. Here's Ilyasova. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Kyle Korver.
You know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
Here's Korver for 3. That shot misses. And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with it. And pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly has been a challenge for many.
The worst I've ever heard was my rookie year.
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor. But that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
You know, Greg, I love watching this team get after it on defense. I mean, they play with a bit of edge and nastiness.
They've got Anthony. Avery Bradley is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. That's the Laker 5. Here's Connaughton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backcourt. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the lead.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Well, you talk about the lockdown individual defenders in this league. Don't forget about Avery Bradley. That's been his calling card from the moment he set foot in the league.
Man, it's nice to see Hill get busy down inside. Really quite remarkable how he finds ways to score in the thick of things.
Now, here's Bradley. Outside for Caldwell-Pope. They get it back. Here's Kuzma. That one goes. Count it. Kuzma's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
Active hands and really good energy pursuing the pumpkin there. Great hustle by Kuzma.
And Greg, for Bradley, there's some disconnect as far as his defensive impact. You know, the numbers guys will say it doesn't quite match up to his reputation.
Yeah, I mean, more impactful as an on-ball defender than he is as, say, a help defender. Probably a little undersized for an off guard, but his commitment, no doubt, is off the charts.
And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul. Some changes for the Lakers. Anthony Davis is checked in for Anthony. And James subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Milwaukee also making some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ilyasova. Chris Middleton comes in for Kyle Korver. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Howard comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Green in for Avery Bradley. The Bucks also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Lopez. And it's Matthews in for George Hill. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Bledsoe. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. LeBron against Antetokounmpo. LeBron passes to Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to James. Kuzma's got 11. And the regular season officially begins. Most rookies around the league, Clark, will have their eyes wide open. I mean, wow, what an eye-opening experience to play with this speed, this talent. How nervous were you going back to that time in your life? How nervous were you on opening night?
Very nervous. Really excited, but... I love that. Yes, indeedy.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
No good there. Good D by Lopez.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Rajon Rondo is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Right side, Antetokounmpo. A beautiful reverse layup.
And with each season, Antetokounmpo continues to polish up his post game. He's got such a nice high release on the shot, and at his size, virtually impossible to block it.
Rondo on top. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Green finds Howard. Middleton against LeBron. Lopez with the block.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Out to the right wing. Bledsoe passes to Middleton. Offensive rebound. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Great awareness of the clock to end the quarter.
That's just...
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They lead by 10. Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot the high percentage shot.
And that's going to do.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. Giannis is down low with Lopez. Matthews out there with Bledsoe. And it's Middleton in at the three.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
And, guys, Dwight Howard, a top 20 all-timer in rebounding, an 8-time All-Star center. Greg, will he be a Hall of Famer someday, you think?
Oh, he's a lock to be a Hall of Famer when you look at those numbers. Not to mention a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. And at his peak, one of the most impactful big men we've seen in the game.
Rondo scanning the floor. And Howard with the stuff.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Antetokounmpo with the ball. 6 points for him. No good that time. Great D that time from Davis. Outside, Green. The three ball. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Green's got 6.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Bledsoe against LeBron. Davis with some nice D. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Here's the 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, they're getting crushed, killed, hammered, pulverized in the post.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Anthony comes in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. And Bradley's subbed in for Green. Rondo against Hill. To end the run. Kuzma pulls it in. Lakers leading by 17. Back to Rondo. Anthony against Korver. 11 feet away, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Lakers lead by 19.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Here's Connaughton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Lakers.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
And Anthony gets it to go.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Lakers second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. Wesley Matthews checked in for the Bucks.
In for the Bucks, Wesley Matthews.
To the paint. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Boy, the muscle and strength of Matthews, really impressive, Kevin. Great at scoring even while getting bodied up by the defense.
Anthony against Korver. Anthony's shot is off. Bucks trail by 20. Right side Matthews. Pass to Hill. And the shot goes in. Hill's got his second basket of the game.
Man, I like the attack mentality of Hill. Always on the lookout to take it straight to the cup.
The feed to Carmelo. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Anthony. Over Hill. And Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got 8 points.
And, you know, these are easy ones. Once you're this close, it's academic.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Los Angeles on top. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Davis is out there with Howard. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's LeBron in at the point guard. That's the Laker 5.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
It's LeBron with the drive. Lopez with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's sent back by Howard. Lopez with the block. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. The Lakers making a switch here. Green's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Bledsoe's checked in. For three, Caldwell-Pope. Milwaukee with the rebound. Now here's Middleton. Feeds it to Matthews. And Matthews throws it down.
Yeah, nicely done. A pretty strong dunker is Wes Matthews. Soars off the ground to jam it home. Way to go, Wesley.
James kicks to Green. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Davis with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Teardrop shot. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the Duke.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
And Eric Bledsoe, so gifted athletically. He's got to learn to read the game as fast as he plays it, and that's a process. Staying under control, using change of pace, those are things he can tighten up.
And Playing under Chauncey Billups and Chris Paul, Eric Bledsoe got the message about playing Clark at 2 speeds.
Well, you know, it's almost like baseball. You've got to have a little change of pace in your game, the change-up to keep hitters off balance in baseball, same in basketball. And his strength helps him, too, now. He can hold off his defender while he downshifts to make decisions with the ball.
Davis, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Middleton on the wing. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. To the middle. Green breaking loose. And that one's good by Davis.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Lakers lead by 18. And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Lakers?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
These fans love him, and tonight he's given them plenty to cheer about. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up. You're always looking for guys with confidence, but then some guys maybe go a little bit too far with that element, and the efficiency level will drop below their talent level. There are guys that can be swayed by that.
Yeah, you're right, and it's a mixed bag with those kind of guys because the talent is always on display, and it's hard not to appreciate it, but the inconsistency is frustrating. Perhaps the guy who maybe best epitomizes that is Lance Stevenson, because when he's good, he can give you a lot of stuff at both ends. When he's sideways, he can hurt you a little bit too.
Here's Davis. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Los Angeles.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for LeBron.
And I thought the defense really looked lost out there, helpless. He had an answer for whatever they threw his way.
LeBron against Ilyasova. And Hill has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock from past the arc. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Well, hopefully they can ride this momentum into the next game because this one is done. Over. Fine.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And Howard with the stuff.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Exactly. Cold-blooded. Separation solidified. Great effort.
Lopez drives in. The kick out to Hill. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.